Sure. Holiness Bhakti Vighna Narasimha Swami. Maharaj is disciple of his divine grace BVV Narasimha Swami. He is originally from Scotland and was introduced to Krishna consciousness in 1970 after coming across Srila Prabhupada's books. Briefing his career, he joined the London Radha Krishna Temple as a brahmachari and was part of the Sankirtan party. He was merely 22 when Maharaj took Harinam initiation at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada in London in the summer of 1971. A year later, he received his second initiation. Maharaj took sannyas in 1994 and has since been preaching in countries such as China, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, and many other countries. A testament to his commitment to preaching is his determination to learn the Chinese language by going to university in China, so that he would be able to communicate with the locals and present our philosophy to them. Not even the typhoons of Taiwan, or snowstorms of Russia, or heat waves of the Middle East can stop Maharaj from preaching to devotees. He is an authority on the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and other referred scriptures on Bhakti Yoga. He makes the ancient wisdom accessible, practical, and relatable to everyone, be they children, teenagers, householders, or seniors. Through teaching, he has been a teaching faculty at the Mayapur Institute for more than 10 years now. And Maharaj also leads the annual Navadvip member program. So Maharaj, can I invite you to come on the Vyasasana? Haribol! Can you tell them to be quiet a little bit in the back? Haribo.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dayakara More Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dayakara More
Hare
I'm told you're celebrating Panihati festival today. Yes. I will speak about the Panihati.
Yes, please.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pascharya. So today here in this center we're celebrating the festival of Panihati. Panihati actually is the name of the place, but there was a special event took place in Panihati about 500 years ago today, and it's celebrated in Panihati. Panihati is a small village, it's a village actually, and it's not very far away from Calcutta, especially on the airport side. If you come into Calcutta, not very far away from the Calcutta airport. Do we need translation?
No, I think everyone can understand English.
Yeah.
So it's not needed.
So Panihati, this festival called Panihati Shiradahi Festival. Shira is a name for flat rice, rice which is rolled flat. And it's custom in Bengal, because Panihati is in Bengal, Calcutta. So Bengali people, they like to take this flat rice, the shira, along with dahi, meaning yogurt. So they mix it with, they wash it first of all, soak it, and then they mix it with yogurt. So that they have a very wonderful festival which takes place there in Panihati. And it was a special event, and it was concerning one of the 6 Goswamis. You can see on the altar, there's the picture, on the bottom we have the Acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, and then his spiritual master, and the Parampara, several Acharyas. And then just above that, there's a small picture there with 6 figures there. And those are the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. We say, Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasa Raghunath. There's a song actually about the Goswamis, Goswami Astikam. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghujago Sri Jiva Gopala Go. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghujago Sri Jiva Gopala Go. So this festival is concerning Raghunath. Raghunath Das Goswami. He became Goswami. So he's very interesting. He had a very interesting life. He was born in a very, very wealthy family. They were from what is called the Kayasta community. They were like Brahmanas, you know. They were very wealthy people. His father and his uncle were so wealthy that they were maintaining all the Brahmanas who were born around, who were in that area. You know, in the Vedic culture, the Brahmins did not work. They would simply come and beg charity, take charity from people. So this father of Raghunath and his uncle, 2 brothers, Haranya and Govardhan Majumdar, they were very wealthy people. They were maintaining the Brahmanas, giving charity. They were very pious people, but at the same time they were somewhat materialistic, you know, somewhat attached But they dressed like Vaishnavas, you know, they wore the dhoti and the kirta and the kuntimala and put even on tilak on their foreheads and like that. But at the same time, they were attached because, you know, they're very wealthy, very rich, and so naturally they were living very comfortable life with many servants and a luxurious home, and they had everything they could want. You know, there were no fast motor cars in those days, of course, but they had everything according to that time. And Raghunath was born into that family, and his age, he was just a little bit younger than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he heard about the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know, Lord Chaitanya was in the news a lot. In the news, those, you know, 500 years ago in the news. Wasn't on the internet or anything. But everyone was talking about him because he'd done things like he defeated the Keshava Kashmiri, who was a great Pandit who had come to Navadvip. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at that time, he was known as Nimai Pandit. He had defeated this man because Nimai Pandit, he was only like 12 years old when he opened his own school, and he was teaching logic, teaching the school of Nyaya. And he defeated this man who was traveling around India, defeating everyone. And he'd come to Navadvip, and he was defeated by Nimai Pandit. So that was big news. And then later on, Lord Chaitanya led an uprising, a civil disobedience movement against the Chankazi. The Chankazi was the Muslim ruler. He was the magistrate, not exactly the ruler. He was in the service of a person called the Nawab Hussain Shah. The Nawab Hussain Shah, he's famous in history. And if you go to Bengal, if you go to some parts of India, you'll see some of the huge buildings which he had constructed in his time. And they're still there. The ruins are still there. Historians, they come today, even today they come there to see the ruins. And there's a place called Ramakeli, where Rupa and Sanatan were working in the service of the Nawab Hussain Shah. Lord Chaitanya went there and met them. So this Chankazi, he was a magistrate serving under the Nawab. And Lord Chaitanya, the Chankazi had broken Madanga and stopped the Sankirtan movement. And so Lord Chaitanya said, we're going to protest. And he organized everyone in a huge crowd of people, lakhs and lakhs of devotees all assembled, and they marched. The Chankazi had told them, no more kirtan, and he'd broken the Madanga. And everyone was afraid. But Nimai Pandit said, no, we're going to go out and chant. And he led everyone out there, and they had a big procession. And Lord Chaitanya confronted the Chankazi, and they discussed the philosophy, and the Chankazi agreed that they could do Sankirtan, and he would no longer stop them. Of course, they had a little help, because Lord Nrsingadev had appeared to Chankazi and warned him that if you ever break my Madanga again, I will rip you to shreds. And he dragged his claws across the chest of the Chankazi and left his nail marks on the chest. So the Chankazi understood it was a serious thing which he'd done, and he promised Nimai Pandit and all the devotees, I will not stop the Sankirtan anymore. As long as I live and as long as my descendants live, I will not stop Sankirtan. So that was very big news, you know. they got the right to do Sankirtan. And then, of course, a little later, Lord Chaitanya took sannyas. And he'd gone off, and at the age of 24, he'd gone off to Puri, and he was living in Puri as a sannyasi. So he was big news. And Raghunath, he wanted to join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was hearing about him, and he was becoming inspired. He was thinking, I want to do something like that with my life. Why should I just simply sit at home sitting at home and enjoying all this luxury? I should follow his example. I should take up the missionary mode of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and preach Krishna consciousness. Just like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, when he first saw our own founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, you know, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was at a place called Uttadanga in Calcutta. We have the property there now, that same building where they met. It's a property of ISKCON. You can go there and see the place. And it was there, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was sitting giving a lecture, and in the door walks Abhay Charan, along with some other young people, young Bengali men. And Srila Prabhupada describes at that time he was a follower of Gandhi. And Gandhi was working to get independence for India. You know, it was that time. And he was telling everyone, wear khadi, don't take the cotton, which is brought from England, but wear khadi. And Prabhupada said he was in his khadi. He was wearing khadi kurta and khadi dhoti. Khadi is a type of cloth, you know, it's very cooling in the summertime. If you wear khadi, it's much better than the synthetic garbage which we wear today, you know, which is all chemicals. But khadi was natural, it was made from cotton. So Gandhi was promoting, the khadi was made on handlooms, and Gandhi was promoting village industry. He wanted everyone to use the village industry. And the British were saying, no, we don't want this garbage from the villages. You should take the high-class stuff imported from our factories, you know. And the people thought, oh, and they were pressured by the British to take the synthetic and give up the cotton. Anyway, Prabhupada describes he was in his khadi, and Bhaktisiddhanta saw them coming in, and he immediately addressed them, you are nice young men, why don't you take up this mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and distribute Krishna consciousness? And Srila Prabhupada describes that he was thinking, well, our country's not independent yet. First we have to get independence. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada immediately replied and said, no, you're wrong. The message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot wait for some political adjustment. You see, Srila Prabhupada was following Gandhi, and he was thinking, oh, our country's not independent yet. We have to become independent. Then we can take up this missionary work. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati says, no, it's not necessary. You don't wait for some political adjustment. And Srila Prabhupada later on applied that same principle, that he went to Russia in 1971, when Russia was still a closed-up country. It was still following the communist principles. But Srila Prabhupada went there to Russia, and he met some people there, and he was able to introduce Krishna consciousness, and it began the Krishna consciousness movement in Russia. Although at that time Russia was not open to religious teachings coming from outside Russia. So Lord Chaitanya, he wanted to also teach Krishna consciousness, spread the message of Lord Krishna. And Raghunath thought he wanted to follow Lord Chaitanya. He wanted to also become one of his people. But Raghunath was from a wealthy family, and especially in India, and especially in Bengal, the mother is very attached to her son, right? Indian mother, oh my goodness, how they love their son, you know, they love their children like anything. So, very difficult for him to get away from home. Although he would run away from home. His father would send men to catch him, bring him back. Sometimes it happens, you know, and even in our modern era, the same thing. You get young men, they want to become devotees of Lord Krishna. They'd like to give up their life and become in the monastic order of life. And the family, not very favorable, you know. You ask the family, if you ask the family for permission, 99% will say no. They'll never give permission. We had one case, a very interesting case. There was one young man from India. He wanted also to become a full-time Krishna conscious devotee. And he joined the Krishna consciousness movement. But his parents arranged for some people to kidnap him. And then the kidnappers gave him some drugs to make him lose his memory. And he forgot everything. The only thing he could remember was Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's a true story. You know, the only thing he could remember was the Maha Mantra. He forgot everything. Anyway, he's a devotee today and he's doing very well in Krishna consciousness. Anyway, not everyone is so fortunate. Raghunath Das very much wanted to leave home. However, it was not easy. The family were not favorable. For one thing, he had a very nice young wife. She was very beautiful and very sweet and talked very nicely and served her husband very well. Any man would be very happy to have such a wife, you would think. And not only did he have such a nice wife, but he had also so much wealth. Their wealth was, he was living, it was like Indra, the king of heaven. How he lives in heaven with so many servants and apsaras and Gandharvas, and they're all waiting to serve him. So Raghunath was living in that kind of situation. It was very difficult. So it happened that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Shantipur. Shantipur is a place where it's actually the home of Advaita Acharya. So Lord Chaitanya came there, and Raghunath took the opportunity to go there and meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he requested Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, you know, I want to leave home, I want to come with you, I want to join you and be with you, and I will live in Jagannath Puri, I want to leave everything. But Lord Chaitanya told him, don't speak like a foolish person. Don't be a sahajya. Sahajya means someone who takes everything very cheap. You know, it's not such an easy thing to give up your family and to leave your home and to go off into the world and become a monk. So Lord Chaitanya told him, go home and behave like a normal person and keep Lord Krishna in your heart. And in this way, fix your mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So Lord Chaitanya sent Raghunath home. And Raghunath did. He went home, and his mother and father were very happy to see that he was at home and he was behaving like a normal person. They thought, now he's a normal person, that it's good. We've got our son. He's not going to leave us. However, after some time, Lord Nityananda came there. Right? Brajendra Nandana says, Sachi Sutta Hailahe Balaram Hailo Nitai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lord Krishna and Lord Nityananda is Lord Balarama. Lord Balaram comes in the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Lord Nityananda. So Lord Nityananda had a group of devotees. Some of them were musicians, playing nice instruments and singing and doing kirtan, and some were priests and some were just his followers. There was a group of people. They were all with Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda was in the mood of the cowherd boys, Sakyaras, the cowherd boys. He was in that mood. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was more Radhabhav, Gopi Bhav. But Nityananda, he was more in Sakyaras with all of his devotees, in that mood of friendship. The cowherd boys, Krishna with the cowherd boys, is Sakyaras. So Lord Nityananda and his associates, they were enjoying together, doing kirtan. And they came to this place, Panihati. It's right on the banks of the Ganges. It's a small village. Very easy to go there from Calcutta. So Lord Nityananda was there with his group, and they were sitting on the bank of the Ganges under a big tree. And Raghunath came there. And when Raghunath came there, one of Lord Nityananda's servants told him, they told Lord Nityananda, Raghunath has come. And because his father and uncle were so well known, Lord Nityananda immediately knew this name, Raghunath. Oh, the son of Govardhan and Haranya Majumdar, he has come. So Lord Nityananda saw him, and Lord Nityananda called out, hey you, you're a thief, come here, I'm going to punish you. Lord Nityananda addressed him like that. And Raghunath, he didn't go near you, he kept back. But anyway, Lord Nityananda then said, your punishment is, I want you to put on a festival for all the devotees. I want you to serve shira, flat rice, and dahi for all the devotees. Make a festival today. This is my punishment for you. So Raghunath, when he heard this, he was very happy. He thought, oh, how nice. I have an opportunity to do some service. He's a wealthy person, you know, he had so much wealth. It was nothing for him to put on a festival like this. So anyway, he sent his men to the village, go and bring all the yogurt, bring all the dahi, and get all the condensed milk, and bring the bananas and the mangoes. You know, you go to Bengal, that's the kind of fruits you get, right? Bananas are growing everywhere. And this time of the year, mango season, a lot of mangoes. So go there and bring also condensed milk, not only just dahi, bring the condensed milk and all the flat rice, bring it all, and bring many clay pots. And they brought hundreds of clay pots, and they brought all the flat rice, and they gave everyone 2 pots, 2 clay pots, earthen pots, you know. We use paper plates and stuff like that, you know. But in those days, everything was earthen pots. Very nice, actually, earthen. You use the earthen pot, and then you finish with it, goes back to the earth. Recycled, natural. So Raghunath washed the flat rice in the water of the Ganges. The Ganges was nice and clean in those days, you know, not too bad. There was no sewage, so, as it is today. So they washed the flat rice in the water of the Ganges, and then they mixed it with what they had. They had two pots. One pot they had flat rice with yogurt, and the other pot was flat rice with condensed milk. Does that sound nice? Condensed milk. And so everyone was happy in there. And they had some big pots also. They gave the big pots to there were like senior devotees, you know, some very senior pandits and brahmanas. And Lord Nityananda was sitting up on a higher level, and he brought up all the senior people, and they all sat together, and they gave them big pots, and they served. There were 20 men going around distributing the prasadam to everyone. They made a very nice offering, first of all, of course, before they distributed it. And then Lord Nityananda, in his meditation, he brought Lord Chaitanya there. Lord Chaitanya appeared to those who could see, to those who were qualified. Not everyone could see, but Lord Nityananda knew Lord Chaitanya has come. And together the two of them were joking with each other. Lord Nityananda would take some flat rice, he would put it into the mouth of Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya would take some and put it into the mouth of Lord Nityananda. And then they went round all the people and they began to put some in each and every person's mouth. Everyone was happy, very happy. Not everyone could see Lord Chaitanya. He was in his Avirbhav feature. Very special form. So they were having wonderful fun like this, distributing Shira Dahi to every year it goes on. If you've gone to Panihati, it was just a few days ago, the festival took place. If you've gone to Panihati, you can see on the internet, they have a wonderful festival. It goes on every year in commemoration of this event. And hundreds of people come, and everywhere there's kirtan going on, and different kirtan parties are going, and there are people also speaking and giving discourses about Gorakatha. They're describing all the pastimes, and oh, it's so amazing. The atmosphere is just electric. So Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, they were personally there, taking part in this festival, distributing Shira Dahi to everyone. And then another special person came, Raghava Pandit. Raghava Pandit, his home is in Panihati. When you go to Panihati, you can see there's the place on the bank of the Ganges where they had the Shira Dahi festival, and where Raghunath got the mercy of Lord Nityananda, and just a few minutes walk from that place is the home of Raghava Pandit. Raghava Pandit was an amazing devotee, and he had a sister who was also amazing. His sister was Damayanti, and together the two of them would cook, and they would cook wonderful foodstuffs. They would cook every year. It said Radharani was personally cooking in the kitchen of Raghava Pandit. Srimati Radharani, she is blessed by Durvasa Muni that everything she cooks will be just like nectar. So Damayanti and Raghava Pandit, they were living nearby, and they were expecting Lord Nityananda to come there. And when they came there, they came to the Ganga and they saw what was going on. But then they laughed. They thought, oh, what's going on? You're having a big festival here, just distributing so much prasadam. We've been cooking for you. We've prepared your prasadam at home. Lord Nityananda said, I will come in the evening and take prasad. Yeah, I will come to your house. Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, they like to go to the home of Raghava Pandit. You could imagine, if people cook like Radharani, then definitely you'll be eager to go there and taste the prasad, right? So, Raghava Pandit and Damayanti, they came there and they saw the festival. They also joined in. They were also given pots of condensed milk and shira and dahi. And they enjoyed seeing all the fun. Even the dogs were fed. No one went hungry. Everyone came. And different vendors would come from other villages. You know, in India, when there's the festival, when there's prasadam distribution, everybody knows about it. And you don't know where the people are coming from. They're just coming and coming, coming. So more and more people started to come. And the vendors also came, selling more and more yogurt and sweet rice. And Raghunath would purchase everything, and he would feed everyone as well. And all the vendors would sit down and take prasad too. Everyone was being taken care of. Everyone was satisfied and enjoying this wonderful festival of Shiradahi, held, sponsored by Raghunath Das. So Lord Nityananda was very pleased. He was very happy to see everyone get prasadam, and everyone was satisfied with the nice prasadam. And he blessed Raghunath. So Raghunath came forward and he approached him. He approached him through Raghava Pandit. And he told to Raghava Pandit, he said, you tell Lord Nityananda my situation. That I want to get free from the shackles of my materialistic life. I want to go and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please ask Lord Nityananda to bestow his blessings on me, that one day I can be freed from this entanglement in material life. And Lord Nityananda was very pleased. He thought, yes, it's very true, Raghunath, that your situation is not very good, that you're enjoying so much luxurious living. It is not good for your spiritual advancement. You have to get out from that atmosphere. And he blessed him that very soon you will be relieved from that position and you will be able to go and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Nityananda blessed him that when you go there to Jagannath Puri, Lord Chaitanya will accept you and he will place you under the care of one of his servants. And in this way you will go on to become one of the confidential associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Raghunath was very happy to get the blessings of Lord Nityananda. Previously, Lord Chaitanya had told him go home, but now he was being told that you should get free from your material life. You should go out. So Raghunath Das went home, and he was, well, before he went home, he first of all, he wanted to make some arrangement for everyone, and he gave gold coins to all the man in charge of the arranging all the finances for Lord Nityananda. He gave 100 gold coins, and he gave 7 tolas of gold, and then he gave donations to each and every devotee who was there with Lord Nityananda. According to their seniority, he would give them different amounts to help for their spiritual practice. And then Raghunath went home. He went back home, and he was just waiting for the right time when he could get out from the home. So it happened. Jai, Gauri Nitai ki Jai. So it happened one day. The pujari did not come to do the arti, and the priest, the guru of Lord Nityananda came and said, you know, go and he told Raghunath that you should go and find out what's going on, why the pujari has not come to do the arti. So Raghunath said, yes, I will go. And as soon as he got out of the house, he thought, this will be a good time for me to escape. Because it's early in the morning, nobody's really awake yet. You know, he was up for the Mongol arti, but everyone else was still sleeping. He thought, it's a good time, now I can escape. And so he went off, and usually they would catch him, but this time he was very careful to go on all the back roads. He went on all the back roads where people would never usually go. And in this way he was able to escape. And it took him 12 days to get to Jagannath Puri, walking to Jagannath Puri. And when he got to Jagannath Puri, then the devotees received him very nicely. And they brought him to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, you are very fortunate. He said, you were like an animal who had fallen into a hole where people pass through. You were like that. You were like a person who had fallen into a hole where people pass through. You were in a helpless condition. But somehow, by the grace of Krishna, you've got free. So he said, you're very, very lucky. And he told Raghunath, now you stay here in Jagannath Puri and practice renunciation. So Raghunath stayed there in Jagannath Puri, and he began to, first of all, for the first 5 days, he would be given the remnants of Lord Chaitanya's prasadam. But then after 5 days, then Raghunath would go and he would beg. He would stand at the door of the temple of Lord Jagannath, and he'd wait for people to come out, and they would give him some prasadam. And this way he would maintain. But after he did this for a short time, then he stopped doing that also. And he started to just collect the food from the drains. He would take the food from the drains, he would wash it and dry it, and then he would accept that as his prasadam. He was so renounced. So he lived there in Jagannath Puri so long as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present. He lived there for more than 20 years in the association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared, then Raghunath went to Vrindavan, and he lived in Vrindavan, and he stayed at Radhakund, and he developed the Radhakund. He stayed there in Radhakund, and he was able to develop the beautiful bathing ghats which are there. So Raghunath, this pastime of Raghunath, which is centered around this Panihati festival, it shows us that you have to get the mercy of Lord Nityananda before you can get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. In other words, before you can go to Krishna, you first of all have to get the mercy of the spiritual teacher. Lord Nityananda is Balarama, and Balarama is the original guru, the original spiritual teacher. So it was only when Raghunath Das got the mercy of Lord Nityananda, then he could get freed from his material life. Without the mercy of the guru, of the spiritual teacher, then it's not possible, it's very difficult. You're not going to get out So this is a very instructive pastime, and Raghunath Das Goswami is the main personality. He's showing us, although he was entangled deeply in a materialistic way of life, he was able to get free, and he was able to achieve the highest level of spiritual enlightenment. Lord Chaitanya actually gave him a Govardhan Shila and told him to worship this Govardhan Shila. And later on, Raghunath Das brought that Govardhan Shila back to Govardhan at Radhakund, and that Shila is there in Radhakund, the same Shila worshipped by Raghunath Das. So Raghunath Das is an example of very advanced renunciation. He asked Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not directly, but through Swarup Damodar. He would never approach Lord Chaitanya directly. If he wanted to know anything, he would ask Swarup Damodar, and Swarup Damodar would ask Lord Chaitanya. So one day, Raghunath requested Swarup Damodar that please ask Lord Chaitanya, is there any instructions for me? So when Swarup Damodar asked Lord Chaitanya said, he should not talk mundane things, and he should not hear the mundane gossip of the people. He should not dress in an opulent manner, and he should not eat luxurious food. He should constantly chant the holy name and worship Radha and Krishna in the heart. So these were very important instructions given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Of course, we have to understand Raghunath Das was taking a vow of renunciation. So not everyone can follow these principles to the level in which Raghunath did. Practically, he hardly ate, he hardly slept, he conquered over eating and sleeping. And he dressed, of course, very, very simple clothes. And in this way he was living. But he was the most opulent person. He had the richest consciousness because he was always absorbed in thoughts of Radha and Krishna and engaged in the loving service of the divine couple. So Raghunath Das is a very wonderful devotee example for all of us. And we're remembering him today with this Panihati festival. We're commemorating this event here also, huh?
Yes.
You're having Panihati. You have flat rice?
Yes, my prayer.
We have one center in the USA. It's in Atlanta, and they call that center New Panihati. And they have a big festival on this occasion, and they have, you know, big pots of all the different things which they make, and they will auction them, you know, and they get people bidding for all the different things. Somebody bids that they want to buy this pot, and then they end up distributing everything. It's a very joyous festival. Jaipataka Swami Maharaj used to like to go there every year. Are any questions, anyone?
It's indirectly related, maybe. Krishna is ultimately is one, but he is also two. He's Radha and Krishna, we can say. And I am interested to hear, maybe you can say something about what is in the Christianity there is the concept of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Is there any relationship in the way that the conception of God in the Vedic scriptures and the conception of God in the Christian scriptures? I don't know if this is...
Well, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, we could say Father is Krishna, right? Supreme Lord. And the Son, the living entities, all of us, we're all sons of God. And the Holy Spirit is like the super soul. Paramatma in the heart of everyone. But, you know, you can get into a lot of arguments about these things, you know. I was just in Geneva and they told me some hundreds of years ago there was a big argument about the Trinity, and the Catholic and the Protestant had a big fight about it, and they ended up burning one man to the stake, you know, because of his belief. So we don't want to get too much into the
I thought it was an interesting point, because I sometimes come in a Christian church, in a Catholic church, and sometimes I like to give some explanation and see the overlap.
Yeah.
But
well,
your answer is nice.
There's one God. He has many names.
Yeah.
We know him in different ways. Yes?
I don't remember really, but I heard that when there is the Panihati festival, even nowadays, when the devotees chant in the kirtan very sincerely, they could actually, there are pastimes when they could perceive Gauranga and Nityananda appearing in nowadays also. Like, if you can say something about these pastimes.
Yes, well, the Lord appears. It said Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has his Avirbhav feature that he comes to Mother Sachi's house. He would come every day and eat the offerings, even after taking sannyas and going to Jagannath Puri, but still he would come there every day to Mother Sachi's house to accept her offerings. And Lord Chaitanya would also come wherever Lord Nityananda danced in the kirtan. Lord Chaitanya would come at that place. So Lord Nityananda, because he was dancing in Panihati, Lord Chaitanya also came there. And Lord Chaitanya also comes to Raghava Pandit's house to take the food there. Because Raghava Pandit is such a wonderful devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come there regularly to take the prasad. So Lord Chaitanya certainly can appear in these different places. It's a Panihati it's a dham, just like Mayapur dham, Vrindavan dham. The dham is the place where the Lord resides eternally. He's eternally present there. But to see him, well, of course we have to have that love for him. As Srila Prabhupada would say, there is only one qualification to see God. Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam sham sundaram achincha gunam swarupam govindam adipursam tamaham vrajami. Lord Brahma prays in this way that I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Krishna, Sham Sundar himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotee sees within the heart of hearts, with the eye of devotion, tinged with the salve of love. So when our eyes are anointed with love, with that prem, then we will see Krishna. Or then we will see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda. Certainly, they're there. You can see, but you have to be qualified. You want to see God, you have to be qualified. You can see. Just have the qualification. Chaitanya and Nityananda, I was describing just today, we were talking about how there was one devotee, Gauridas Pandit. So he had a disciple called Hriday Chaitanya. And this Gauridas Pandit, yeah, his brother was Suryadas Pandit, and they both had Gauritai deities, big Gauritai deities, made from neem wood, carved out of neem wood, and they were an exact replica of Gaura and Nitai. They said Gaura and Nitai had personally come there so that they could sculpture them exactly to resemble Gaura and Nitai. And so it happened that at one point the deities came off the altar. Gaura, Chaitanya and Nityananda were there, and the deities came off. They were having a big kirtan. It was such a rousing kirtan. Everyone was in so much ecstasy that even the deities came off the altar and wanted to join in the kirtan. But the Gaura and Nitai were already there, so you had two sets of Gaura and Nitai. And they didn't know which one was the real Gaura and Nitai. So it gets like that. You have to be very careful. Hriday Chaitanya, he got upset. He grabbed a stick and chased the deities back onto the altar. The deities then manifested in his heart. So he didn't like them running off the altar. You go to the temple today, they open the curtain very briefly, then they close it, because they're always worried the deities are going to go off again. So they won't keep the curtains open for very long. So we're seeing Krishna, we're seeing Gaura-Nitai. They're here in the deities. The deities are there. They are not different. They are Gaura-Nitai. Chaitanya and Nityananda have come in the form of the Archa Murti, Archa Vigraha. And they've come here to bless Amsterdam and all the devotees by their divine presence. And we have to take advantage to see them with the eye of love. So we can see Krishna, we can see. You want to see him? Just be qualified. How? We have to hear, we have to prepare ourselves. We have to be hearing about God. People don't believe in God, they don't believe in Krishna, they never saw Krishna. They never saw him because they're not qualified to see him. If they hear about him and hear regularly about him, then they can understand Krishna and they can actually see him. Devotees can see him, we can feel the presence. We feel the presence of the Lord. When we come here in the temple room, we can feel the presence. And we can see the deity also. He has a form, he is a person. And he can speak, he can walk, he can talk, he can dance, he can chant. There are many examples. Okay, any other question? Yes, Mariti?
Could you please explain maybe a bit more, like why at the beginning he was not ready to become a renunciate, and then he needed the blessing of the spiritual guide? Is it because he was not mature enough spiritually to fulfill yet the role of the renunciate, or did he still have karma to burn? Is there anything you could maybe explain a bit further?
Well, the point was that the process of approaching the Lord is you don't go to the Lord directly, but you have to approach the Lord through his representative. Just like we're singing every day Guru Vastikam, and the final verse of the Guru Vastikam says, by the mercy of the spiritual teacher, we get the mercy of Krishna. Without the mercy of the spiritual teacher, then very difficult to get Krishna's mercy. You want to see some important personality, you don't know them. If somebody will introduce you to them, then it will be much easier for you to meet them. But if you simply approach them directly on your own, They won't recognize you. They won't accept you.
Because we are too far away from them, and let's say a spiritual teacher is somewhere, let's say, in a level of consciousness.
Well, Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad in Srimad Bhagavatam that if you say you're my devotee, you're not really my devotee. But if you're a devotee of my devotees, then you're my devotee. So there's the process. The process is we have to approach Krishna through his bona fide representatives. Srila Prabhupada, as a representative of Krishna, he can introduce us to Krishna. He introduces us to his spiritual teacher. And his spiritual teacher will take us to his teacher. And the parampara will bring us to Krishna. We approach Krishna through parampara, not directly. You cannot just simply jump up over everyone and go directly to Krishna. We have to go through the authorized channels. And then Krishna will recognize you. So Raghunath had that experience, that he had gone to Lord Chaitanya, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, and Lord Chaitanya is telling him, go home, just go home and be a normal person, don't be asahajya, don't take it so cheaply. Just like people may want to come to Krishna consciousness, so we encourage people, don't move too abruptly. You don't want to try to do it prematurely. You have to do it gradually. You have to prepare yourself, right? You want to, somebody, oh, what happened? Oh, there was one man who was in Hong Kong. There was one man, he was Indian man, and he came to Prabhupada and he said, Swamiji, I want to take sannyas. So Prabhupada looked at him and, said, why? He said, oh, my wife and 4 kids at home. He said, so of course, Srila Prabhupada didn't give him sannyas, He, but, he encouraged him, you practice Krishna consciousness. You don't just do things abruptly, prematurely. Oh, I had a row with my wife, I'm going to take sannyas, and leave my children and everything. And that's not the proper way. So similarly, Lord Chaitanya wanted to make sure Raghunath was actually sure about what he was doing. Because if people do it, like Lord Chaitanya said, don't be a sahajya. And sahajya meaning one who takes everything very cheaply. That, oh, yeah, I can be a monk, I can be a renunciate. It takes some preparation. You have to prepare yourself. And just like in our Krishna consciousness movement, before people are given initiation, there's a waiting period, there's a testing period. The disciple should test the guru, and the guru will test the disciple. They both have to test each other and make sure that this is a proper arrangement. It's going to last, a lasting arrangement. It's not just some spontaneous thing. Oh, today I want to take an issue. Oh, okay, here's a guru, I'll take them. It has to be carefully prepared, and one has to be ready for it. So like that, Lord Chaitanya told them, go home, be a normal person, keep Krishna in your heart. And later on, Lord Nityananda came, and Lord Nityananda gave him blessings. And then when he went to Puri, Lord Chaitanya accepted him. Lord Chaitanya didn't say, I told you go home. He didn't send him back home. He said, you're very lucky. He said, you were in a very terrible situation. You were living in such material opulence. You were like an animal fallen in the ditch. with no hope to get out. You're very fortunate. So Lord Chaitanya accepted him because he saw now he's ready, now he's prepared himself. So that's the point, that it shouldn't be an abrupt thing. It shouldn't be just spontaneous. You have to properly prepare yourself. Just like Gaur-Govinda Swami Maharaj was a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Now, I was telling about Prabhupada in Hong Kong. He met the one man, and Prabhupada, didn't take him very seriously, obviously. But when Gaur-Govinda came there, he met Prabhupada in Vrindavan, and he also told Srila Prabhupada, I would like to take sannyas. And Gaur-Govinda Maharaj also was leaving a wife and family and everything. But Prabhupada, after talking to him, he could understand the mature, elevated position of Gaur-Govinda Swami Maharaj, and he accepted him, and he gave him initiation as a sannyas. So it's not the same for everyone. For some people it will be more quick, and for other people it will take more time, depending on the individual. Okay, any other questions?
Can 5:30?
5:30, yeah, okay.
If we can end now, we can.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti Vrinda ki jai.
Dear devotees, Hare Krishna, thanks for coming. I know it's a bit hot and warm here. We'll be having drama performance now. A bit different schedule today. The Arati will happen after the drama performance. We'll request devotees to please come sit this side of the hall so that drama can happen here. We need to clear up this space. This side. As you can see, singing. Thank you so much. We're bringing a chair for Maharaj.
Thus, a massive gathering amassed on the banks of Ganga, constituting people from all classes, Purohits, scholars, Brahmins, and many others, to celebrate a grand festival of punishment by Lord Nityananda. Each devotee was served 2 bowls of chipped rice, one with condensed milk and the other with yogurt.
Now, relish this chipped rice, chanting the names of Hari. Hari Hari! Hey Mahaprabhu, this servant of yours has humbly made these preparations to serve your devotees. Kindly reveal yourself and accept his offering that he has prepared so lovingly for you. Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namine Goratvashe Namaha. Goranga, Nitai!
However, not everyone could see the divine presence of Lord Chaitanya. Only those who were the most fortunate could see that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present right alongside Lord Nityananda. Those who could see the presence of Lord Chaitanya ecstatically reminisced how Krishna and Balaram ate with their companions, the cowherd boys, on the banks of the Yamuna.
Your offering has now been accepted by Lord Chaitanya. You must always remember that it is very difficult to attain the Lord by your own strength. You must always approach the Lord through me. I am Balaram, the Guru Tattva, and when you approach the Lord through me, all the impediments on your path will be removed. You now have my full blessings and you will soon be a confidential associate of the Lord.
This was our little presentation on the occasion of Chiradahi Festival. Hope that you enjoyed it. Yeah, the children prepared really hard. They practiced a lot for this, and I hope that we were able to convey the right message through this drama, and hope that we can get the blessings of Maharaj through this. Hare Krishna. I'll introduce our characters. So, starting with the associates of Lord Nityananda, Leela, Radha, Vedan, and Riddhi. Yeah, Radha's first drama this time. And Advait, who did you play, Advait? And Lord Chaitanya was played by Chaitanya. And Lord Nityananda was played by Ricky. So Ricky, can you tell us what you learned about Lord Nityananda from this drama?
That Lord Nityananda is more merciful than
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because when Raghunath Dasa wanted to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent him back, and when he came to Lord Nityananda gave him service.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. The father of Raghunath Das Goswami and Sonakshi the God. Sorry, the family.
Hare Krishna. Everybody can please sit down.
Also the mother of Prana Mata.
Oh, Prana Mata. Everybody please sit down. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Recite the full mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now the scriptures tell that when the devotees in Panihatti, when they were singing and dancing, that was literally shattering. Let's at least give an attempt, if not like that. Sing really loud. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Panihatti Chidadevi Festival ki jai! You devotees will have a full-fledged announcement at the end of the program, but from the Temple Board of ISKCON Amsterdam and from Rath Yatra team ISKCON Amsterdam, we wanted to take this opportunity to pitch for Rath Yatra and also fundraise, because at the end of the program not many of you may stay. As I said, full-fledged announcements and vote of thanks will happen in the end, but we quickly offer our gratitude to Maharaj, known as Bhakti, Vighna, Vinaша, Narasимха Maharaj. Thank you so much for coming and being with us, Maharaj, and also for a wonderful session. Also apologies from my side personally. We have already prepared chipped rice, yogurt chipped rice with mangoes and other things. I wanted to serve during when they were about to perform this drama. Totally skipped my mind. I'm really sorry. I apologize. Anyway, you will get it during Prashadam, so it's not going anywhere. All of us will taste Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy with that. But for time being, July 13th is our Rath Yatra. It's 3 weeks from now, around 3 weeks from now. Our annual estimated number of plates of prasadam which we serve on this day is 5,000. In the streets of Amsterdam, we serve all the Amsterdam Vasis. Jagannath deities from Radhadesh, actually from Amsterdam. They were established here in Amsterdam. They are residing in Radhadesh now. They come back to Amsterdam on this day. We pull them from the temple till Dam Square, which is quite literally the center of Amsterdam. Thousands of people come and take darshan of Jagannath and get sukriti of looking at the Lord. And at least 5,000 people we have been serving real mercy of the Lord in terms of Jagannath's Prasad and Mahaprasad. So in making this grand festival a huge success, we need all of our financial support. Of course, also other support in terms of seva and a lot of services. But most important significant factor which can enable the festival, is our financial contribution. We are budgeted at 20,000 euros. We have raised around 12,000 so far, which is around 60% of it. So 40% is yet to be raised. And I see a lot of devotees, many of them already contributed. But we really request you, please consider this as a contribution to Jagannath. You may connect with Jagannath, you may connect with Baldev, or you can connect with Subhadra, or you may just connect with the Indian festival, or you may connect with the fact that we spread Krishna consciousness in the streets of Amsterdam. Anything. You may connect with free distribution of prasad. It doesn't matter. Whichever angle you consider, please come forward, give us donation. Our reception team is in the desk. Whether Bhakti Mataji or Krishna Krishna or Rinpa Prabhu or myself. Please come and meet us at the end of the program, or if you're leaving before the program, anytime you can please come and give. If not today, if in the future, of course, before July 13th. Afterwards is also fine, but preferably before July 13th. So thank you all. Now we'll be having the arati for the deities. Please stand up and we can sing for the pleasure of the deities. And Maharaj, would you like to sing our arati? Thank you, Maharaj.
Namo. Cable. This one.
Prabhupada Paramahansa Prabhupada Ashtatara Shri Srimad is Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki, ISKCON Founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki, Namma Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Prem Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ke, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ke, Vrindavan Mayapur Dham Ke, Ganga Maye Yamuna Maye Ke, Tulsi Maharani Bhakti Devi Ke, Harinam Sankirtan Ke, Panihati Shiradahi Mahotsava Ke. Oh, glories to assembled devotees. Oh, glories assembled devotees. Oh, glories assembled devotees. Oh, glory Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Oh, glory Srila Prabhupada.
B.V.V. Prabhu, would you like to sing Narasimha prayers? Nice, come. Namaste, Narasimha. भगवान की श्रील प्रभुपाद की Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let's sing louder. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. All of us one more time. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Shri Shri Bhagwan ki jai. Devotees, we heartily welcome you all for this wonderful Sunday Feast Festival. Going on really well. The blessings of His Holiness Bhakti Vighna Narasimha Maharaj. Maharaj, thank you so much for a wonderful session. We hope that you keep coming back to Amsterdam. This is your home. I don't know if you are here during our theatre festival in July 13th, but I can work it at least with, maybe next year we can invite you, Maharaj, for the theatre. We'll figure out the dates with Ayati Priya. Thank you, Ayati Priya, for bringing Maharaj. Very grateful to you. Thank you so much. Let's thank Maharaj by loudly chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. His Holiness Bhakti Narasimha Swami Maharaj ki jai. Devotees, on this very auspicious day of Panihatti Chaudhary festival in Amsterdam. So honored to have such an amazing decoration. The deities, it's done by Radhiti Mataji, Ananga Manjari Mataji, and Trivedi Mataji. I heard. Nartaki Radha also helped. Anyone else helped you? Huh? Malati Lalita Mataji. Let's thank all these devotees for such wonderful decoration. It's nice, right? You all like it? Haribo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rajarani Mataji, for wonderful lady services today. It's a team of devotees, of course. We have very, very elderly Gayatri Mataji, and Shisaki Mataji, and Janakinath Prabhu, and Jagadish Prabhu, and Premalata Mataji, and who else? Rangadevi. It's a group of devotees who are taking care of deities very nicely since last many years now. It's a team who is tirelessly working every single day. We all don't come every day, but there is somebody who is here worshipping and taking care of the deities. Very thankful to you, Mataji. This wonderful Sunday feast and Panihatti feast is cooked by our devotees from Alfandirain, Srini and Suhas and Sudhir and Radhiti Mataji and I don't know who else. Cynthia. And Cynthia's birthday also today. So let's thank all these devotees and also for Cynthia. Let's chant Hare Krishna mantra together very loud. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Those who are here for the first time, please raise your hand. We have a small gift from Srila Prabhupada, which will be given by Maharaj. Please, we give a small gift to people who come for the first time.
Everybody, first time
Please,
forward.
please raise your hands. Yeah, please come here. You can come here and you can take a gift from Maharaj. Those who are here for the first time, please come.
Your father also for the first time?
Yes. There is my mother and father who are here for temple program for the first time in Amsterdam. Come ahead. Hare Krishna. Anyone else is here for the first time? Please come.
Yes, you also, Prabhuji. That's a separate room. She gives you different one. You get a different room.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, you can also collect one. Hare Krishna. Anyone else? This is it? We have a quick theatre services announcement. Rimpu will do it.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
So, thank you very much. First of all, I think this I got from Srini Prabhu, who is coordinating the whole volunteer service. And it looks like almost 30% of the services are gone. And we still need quite a few devotees, who can help us with approximately 41 different areas. And one of them critical is transportation, so we need to help the van which is going to transport everything from temple to Dam Square and bring the prasadam as well from here. So everything that has to go from temple to Dam Square and Dam Square to here, it's one of the other critical services remaining. Apart from that, we still need one more devotee who can be the security. So I really want to thank the ones who volunteered for security service, because it's really tough. We will have 2 or 3 batches from 10 to 2, like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. We already got 2 devotees, so thanks to them. Then we have one more devotee sitting here who is going to do from 2 a.m. to 6, 2 a.m. to 6 or 7 a.m. And then one of us would, be here after 6. So we just need one more person to help him, because he should not sleep. He should chant, during that time. So it would be nice if you can convey to your friends who can do this. There are multiple services for everyone. Whatever you feel you are motivated to in order to serve Jagannath or Karnataka Gaurchandra, just subscribe to this, because the more names we get here on the sheet, we will feel more confident and relaxed, because whoever I talk to, they say, I'm anyways going to come, Prabhu. So, and I say, like, you anyways are going to come, so just put your name in here so that we know that you're actually subscribed, so other person can find some other services. So again, Nirambal Prabhu already thanked everyone for the donations. I want to thank them again. We just got few more thousand, like, just standing there, so I'm still hoping, like, if you can donate whatever little or more you have, if you want to, that would really help us, be confident on this event. As soon as we reach the 75% mark, I think we will be, we know that it's going to be successful. And most important and last but not least is not just a donation or your services needed. We actually need you on that 30th of July with all your friends and family. So please, how do we say this one? Like, preach it to, like, your everyone and bring them here, because it's going to be little different this year and it's more colorful and more joyous. So thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Coming Wednesday onwards, we have a series of events. Mahatma Prabhu from US is visiting us. Starting Wednesday, we have everyday programs. Welcome party is on Wednesday, 26th of June. We welcome Maharaj in the airport, 7:30 p.m. But the program in Hofdorf at Manik and Rupa's place, it starts 7 o'clock. We'll go on till 9 o'clock. We'll have an initial welcome address by Maharaj and then class and prasadam, of course. This is a Saturday retreat at the temple. I don't have it in chronological order, so this is on Saturday, June 29th. We have a retreat in the temple. The retreat title is Road to Loving Relationships. That's the retreat. It's a free event. Of course, donations are welcome and accepted. We have house program at Suraj Prabhu's place on 30th. No, 31st. No, this is July 1st. This is 1st of July evening. That will be in Almere. We'll be having next week this time initiation ceremony. Our Yana will be initiated. Mahatma Prabhu. So that program will be in the temple, of course, along with the Sunday Feast Festival. We'll have Mahatma Prabhu in Eindhoven that day morning. This is a special program. We have a concert with Mahatma Prabhu and Shishya Prabhu. This will be near Den Bosch on Saturday evening. You need to register for this. There is a Harinam, big Harinam in Amsterdam. When Mahatma Prabhu comes, we have really big Harinams in Amsterdam. This is Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock. I believe Friday during the day we will have disciples meet, and you can come and talk with Maharaj if you like. Thursday evening is a program in Utrecht. This will be this is a monthly festival which goes on in Utrecht with Katha and Kirtan and Prasadam. So all these flyers are shared in our WhatsApp channels. I have got a special request that I need to make an emphasis on Harinam on Friday. Please note the time again. 4 o'clock Friday, and then concert which is Saturday evening. So these two are quite nice for you to attend. And that brings an end to our announcement today. Of course, we'll be serving amazing feast along with chilled rice preparations. One with mango, one with a bit spicy and salty. So, but before we go for prasadam, we always have this culture. We remember Radha and Krishna. We remember the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And today is all about mercy. Maharaj was telling in his class that just with the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, we can get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. So we have Karunita Gaurachandra in the altar. Maharaj was also telling the story wherein the deities jumped down and they started dancing. Let us try to bring Karunita Gaurachandra amongst us. Maybe they will also start chanting and dancing with us. If we are sincere, perhaps this will be possible. We may not be able to perceive it physically, but it will definitely happen in our hearts. Let us really be grateful for the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Prabhu and Srila Prabhupada. Keep singing. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Shyam, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Shyam, Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Shyam, Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham. Let's sing again, louder. All of us, louder. One more time. Srila Prabhupada ki Bhakti Narasimha Swami ki. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Please make lines now. All the Prabhujis on this side, that side. We'll start serving prasadam. If you want to help with cooking, not cooking, serving prasadam or cleaning, please take your job. Jai Shri Karunita Gaurachandra ki jai.
Please make room.
Mahaprasade Goshe Namabhumani Vishnave Swarta Punya Vitanrajan Vishwasaneva Jayate Sharira Vidyaja Javindriya Tahika Jivekre Vishekadari Dharmadhye Jivayati Lohu Isudurvati
गुणगा प्रेमी को चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री भागवत प्रसाद की
Hare